much closer to home now, taking a live look over Independence Boulevard in East Charlotte, where we have a camera that's shaking in the wind there. But we're going to have a cooler weekend, but the sun is coming back. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane for the timing of when we're going to see those temperatures really take a nosedive.
Yes, by tomorrow morning, what a change. I mean, I feel like we've kind of gotten used to the 60s and 70s here these past few days. We're going to be down, even a lot of us in the 20s by early tomorrow morning. So big cool down coming, but just for a little bit. It's not going to last long at all behind this front if you're not a fan of the cooler weather. And we've got those showers that are continuing to clear the area, pushing out toward the eastern parts of the Carolinas and eventually offshore with that front. And so behind it, we have got that colder air that is moving in. And with that, we have a little mountain snow to point out, too. We've got some snow flying in the highest elevations and up around the ski resorts and even down toward, say, maybe the Pinola area, some flurries showing up there in that part of Avery County. That's not going to last much longer, kind of tapering off late tonight, overnight, and by early tomorrow morning. So not much more in terms of accumulation expected. Maybe additional, close to ½ of an inch in places like, say, Beach Mountain. The wind has been more the issue. Of course, we got the shaking cameras in the Piedmont and in the Charlotte Metro, and up in the mountains, wind gusts are still cranking around 40 to even close to 50 miles an hour. So that's why just those higher elevations under that wind advisory until 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And that gives you an idea on the timing, too, just how much longer the gustiness will last. It expires at 4 a.m. So that means after 4 a.m., yes, the wind will start to relax a little bit. And certainly outside of the mountains, it's not going to be quite as blustery at all. And even up there in the high country through the day tomorrow. Temperatures are still on the warmer side for this time of the year, so we're not experiencing, obviously, that big cool down outside of the mountains just yet. Right at 60 degrees with that northwest sustained wind, close to 20 miles an hour, but we are down to freezing. I mean, look at the contrast there. You had just, 2 hours or so up the road, up into the high country. They're at freezing. Meantime, still got 50s to some 60s, around 70 there, off to the south and east across our region. But tonight, it will be freezing pretty much everywhere, so temperatures plunge late tonight, early tomorrow morning. It is, though, going to be a beautiful weekend, and even though we're talking about colder temperatures, it's really only lasting for half of the weekend. That's tomorrow. By Sunday afternoon, we're already starting to warm up again, and that warm up will continue. It's going to be another warm week going into next week, even warmer than this past week. We could have some 80s popping up on the temperature maps, and that would put us into record territory. The records for several days by the middle of next week are right around on either side of that 80-degree mark. But tomorrow morning, quite the contrary here. We've got low 20s, even some upper teens up in the mountains. That's what you'll be waking up to, upper 20s to lower 30s everywhere else underneath that mostly clear sky. We only warm up to about 57 tomorrow afternoon. Still nice, not bad at all. Beautiful weather with lots of sunshine, down to 32 Sunday morning. And there's that warm up. We're back in the mid 60s in the afternoon. As I said, warm up continues there over the southeastern U.S. All the much colder air is bottled up over the western part of the country. So we could be talking upper 70s to lower 80s by the middle of next week. Obviously well above the average high of only 57. And that means, and maybe you're already starting to feel this, we see the trees that have been budding and the leaves starting to bloom. The pollen count will be increasing already. I mean, by the end of the weekend going into early next week, back in the high zone with that tree pollen. Of course, the main culprit. All right, so we are looking at that warm up kicking in next week. Lots of sunshine for the weekend. It'll be a dry start to the week, but with that warm up comes some shower chances too. We could be tracking some scattered showers next Tuesday through Thursday.